Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another morning with Proverbs. Hope you're feeling blessed here this morning. For those that are new to this is where we share a short 2-minute video sharing from the book of wisdom, otherwise known as the book of Proverbs, written by the wisest king that has ever lived, King Solomon, who asked God for one thing. He never asked for money, fame, or power. What he did ask for was more of God's wisdom and more of God's knowledge. So that's why we have the book of Proverbs, so we can share in that godly wisdom, so we can be a success too. So for those obviously taking notes, we're going to be reading from chapter 17 verse 12, and it reads this: better to meet a bear robbed of her cubs than a fool in his folly. Right, now let's picture this. What is it going to be like to meet a bear, right? But not only just any bear, an angry bear. Alright, what would it be like? Scary, right? Incredibly scary. And what would your natural reaction be to do? Run! Exactly that. Well, Solomon says, if you do that with a bear, be even more careful when you meet a fool in his folly. Now, what does a fool mean? Someone who lacks judgment. It says in the Oxford Dictionary, who lacks sense or understanding. Okay? Now, why should you stay away from those people? Because those people can have disastrous consequences on your life. And let's bring practical examples here, right? I've seen people's marriages totally destroyed because they went and, when their marriage was rocky, they went and hung around a fool in their folly, okay? And that fool in their folly advised them to do stuff that you wouldn't wish on your worst enemy. And that person actually did it, and it absolutely destroyed the marriage. I can't go into details, but it did. Trust me. I know people who've taken career advice, okay? Things are not going too well in their career. They start talking to their friends who like selling drugs, who like doing illegal things. Okay, so what happens is they get really resentful. Next thing you know, they're starting to do things like the fools. They start thinking, well, if I just do this little thing over here, maybe if I just do one drug deal, or maybe if I just, do one illegal act just to get me out of a situation. Next thing you know, they're engrossed in that and they can't think straight, lose their career. I'm telling you, I'm seeing these things, okay? And that's what happens when you hang around with fools in their folly. They will destroy your life. So Solomon's saying here, please, if you meet someone who you know in your hearts of heart is walking without understanding, walking without wisdom, and acting like a fool, right? Solomon says, do the same thing you would do if you saw a bear missing her cubs. You run. You don't sit around trying to entertain the bear or entertain the fool. Alright, okay, so we hope to see that this morning has been a blessing to you. And as we always say with Gen Hope, God's gift to us is life. What we do with that life is our gift back to God. So go out there and be blessed, but more importantly, go and be a blessing. Thank you. Bye-bye.